हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल एजुकेशन विद फन। तो आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं क्लास 12th का फिजिकल एजुकेशन का सैम्पल क्वेश्चन पेपर। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सबसे पहले इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिया हुआ है, इसे आप ध्यान से देखिएगा। इसमें बताया गया है कौन सा क्वेश्चन कितने मार्क्स का है। देन नाउ क्वेश्चन। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट फंक्शन ऑफ स्पोर्ट मैनेजमेंट? Planning, running, controlling, organizing. Then answer is running. Option number B. How many method can be used for preparing fixture in a league tournament? 2, 4, 3 or 5. Then answer is 3. Option number C. Next question. How many team will be placed in third quarter if 31 team are participating in a knockout tournament? 6, 7, 8 or none? Then answer is 8. Option number C. Next question, tournaments are helpful for the development of social qualities, selection of players, sports skill, or all of the above. Then answer is all of the above, option number D. Next question, which one of the following asana is not a remedial asana for treating obesity? Vajrasana, Trikonasana, Chakrasana, Ardhamatyasana. Then answer is C, Chakrasana. Next question, which asana is a meditative asana? Vajrasana, Trikonasana, Chakrasana, Bhujangasana. Answer is Vajrasana. Vajrasana is a meditative asana. Next question, what should be the normal blood pressure of an adult? 110/70 mmHg, 140 by 90 mmHg, 120 by 80 mmHg or 140 by 95 mmHg. Then answer is option number C, 120 by 80 mmHg. Who wrote Yoga Sutra? Dr. Sampurnanand, Maharishi Patanjali, Maharishi Vedvyas, Agam. Then answer is Maharishi Patanjali. Maharishi Patanjali wrote Yoga Sutra. Next question, fill in the blanks type. Vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid. Our blood contains 90% of water. Bone egg is also called Genuvarum. Kyphosis, lordosis and scoliosis are 3 types of spinal deformities. Sema ankle is related to athletics, then true. Obesity has negative effect on motor development of children, true or false? Then true. Obesity has negative effect on motor development of children. Then a balanced diet must contain all the essential food constituents in adequate amount. It's true statement. Answer is true. Next question, league tournament is also called the burger system. Absolutely true. Answer is true. Next question, short answer type questions है. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of knockout tournament in brief. Advantages of the knockout tournament: less expensive because the team that gets defeated is eliminated from the competition. First point, you should write answers in point. Next point, enhances the standard of sports because each team tries to give the best performance to avoid defeat. The next point, owing to less number of matches, the tournament gets completed in less time. Then minimum number of officials are required in organizing such types of tournaments. And then we have to mention disadvantages of knockout tournament. First point, there may be many chances of elimination of good teams in the first or second round, so good teams may not reach the final round. There are more chances of weak teams to enter the final round. Spectators may lose interest in the final match if weak teams reach in final round. इस तरह आपको आंसर लिखना है एंड ऐसे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर आपको पॉइंट्स में ही लिखना ज़्यादा बेहतर होता है. Next question, discuss the method of fixing buys in a knockout tournament. And method of fixing buys in a knockout tournament, the buys are fixed in the upper and lower halves in the following order. The first buy is given to the last team of the lower half. The second buy is given to the first team of the upper half. Then the third buy is given to the first team of the lower half. And then the fourth buy is given to the last team of the upper half. In the same way, the next
pie or pies will be given in the same order. Next question, mention the sources and benefits of proteins. तो इसमें सबसे पहले हम लोग sources of proteins को मेंशन करेंगे and then benefits of proteins को. Then sources of proteins, animal protein and vegetable protein. Animal protein, protein which we get from animal products is called animal protein, found in eggs, milk, milk products, meat and fish. Vegetable protein, protein which we get from vegetables is called vegetable protein, found in various types of pulses and beans, soya bean, mustard, green peas, nuts, groundnuts, dry fruits and food grains. Benefits of proteins, form new tissues, repair the broken tissues, regulate the balance of water and acid, transport oxygen and nutrients, make antibodies. Next question, differentiate between macronutrients and micronutrients. Micronutrients, they constitute the majority of individuals' diet. Hence, it can be said that they are taken in large amounts. They supply energy and are needed for growth and maintenance of the body. They include carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and water. Then come to micronutrients. Minerals and vitamins are included in micronutrients. Micronutrients are required in very small amounts. These nutrients are extremely significant for normal functioning of the body. The main function of these nutrients is to enable various good chemical reactions to occur in the body. This is all about micronutrients. Next question is, what do you mean by hypertension? Hypertension means increased blood pressure. It has become a worldwide health problem because a great number of people are facing the problem of hypertension throughout the world. Though it is fact that blood pressure increases with the advancement of age, in yesteryears, hypertension used to be considered a middle-aged problem, but nowadays, youngsters also suffer from this problem due to their faulty lifestyle. The normal blood pressure of an adult is considered
120 by 80 mmHg. A person whose blood pressure readings are beyond 140 by 90 mmHg is said to be having hypertension. Hypertension can be prevented as well as cured by following Tarashan, Vajrashan, Savashan, etc. regularly.
Now come to our next question. Discuss the types of diabetes. There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. In type 1 diabetes, the pancreatic gland does not produce insulin. Hence, injection of insulin is required daily for its treatment. In type 2 diabetes, the body does not produce sufficient amount of insulin hormone, or the hormone is produced sufficiently but it is not used properly by the body. There are frequent cases of type 2 diabetes, whereas the cases of type 1 diabetes are rare. This is all about the question of discuss the types of diabetes. Next question, what do you mean by spinal curvature? Spinal curvature is a type of deformity related to the spine. This deformity is caused by carrying excessive weight beyond one's capacity. In other words, we can say that weak muscles cause the formation of spinal curvature. The normal lumbar spine is characterized by a moderate anterior hyperextension curve when viewed laterally. There is no absolute standard for the determination of the degree or extent of the anterior convexity of the normal lumbar curve. There are three types of spinal deformities: kyphosis, lordosis, and scoliosis. Next question, mention the corrective measures related to lordosis. Corrective measures for lordosis are: first point, lie down in prone position with hands under abdomen, then keep hips and shoulders down. Press your hands up on the abdomen and raise the lower back. Next point, lunge forward with knee on a mat. Place the foot beyond the knee. Place both hands on knee. Straighten hips of rear leg by pushing hips forward and hold this stretched position. Repeat with the opposite side. The next point, sit on a chair with feet wide apart. Bend and position your shoulders between your knees. Then raise the floor onto the back of the chair. Hold this position for some duration. Next point, lie in prone position on the floor. Keep the palms of your hand on the floor as per the soldier's weight. Push torso up, keeping pelvis on the floor. The next point, sit down with knees extended, feet together and hands at sides. After that, bend forward, touching the fingers to toes. Hold this position for some time. इस तरह पॉइंट में लिखने से आपको मार्क्स भी ज़्यादा मिलता है और अच्छा भी लगता है. Next question. Suggest 4 corrective measures for flat foot. Corrective measures for flat foot are jumping on toes for some time, rope skipping, stand up and down on the heels, walk on the toes, and the next point, and the last point is sit down properly, try to grip small wads of paper with your toes. These pieces of paper should be picked up by gripping forcefully using toes. Next question is very common and it is usually asked in exam. What is the importance of tournament? Discuss any 3 points. Importance of tournaments. First, development of sports skills. By participate, आपको इसमें पॉइंट लिख कर उसे एक्सप्लेन करना है. Then first point is development of sports skills. By participating in tournament, a sportsman develop various skills of sports. The maximum number of participation in tournament not only develops technical skills of the sports but also tactical skills. A sports person acquire efficiency in his skills and finally they show marked improvement in the game. Next point, propaganda of sports. Tournaments are helpful in publishing the sports. When the tournament of a new sport is organized, the spectators come to know about that sport. Thus, it creates interest in that sport. Helpful in the selection of players. In a tournament, good players can be selected easily by observing their performance in the tournament. The players who give good performance can be selected for upper level tournament. So, a tournament is an appropriate way to select a good team of players. Now, next question is, explain in brief the importance of water. This is a very basic question. So, its answer is water is an essential component of diet. Even blood comprises 90% of water. Water in the blood helps in the transportation of the nutrients to various cells of the body. It helps in the excretion of waste products. It also regulates the body temperature. Water also functions as a lubricant, keeps the skin moist, and protects the body from shock. Generally, about 20% of water intake comes from food and remaining intake comes from drinking water. Next question, discuss the procedure and benefits of Vajrasana in brief. Vajrasana. First of all, we have to discuss its procedure. It is a meditative asana. Kneel down on the ground or floor with your knees, ankles and toes touching the ground. Your toes should be straight backward. Now place your palms of your hands on the knees. The upper body should be straight. At this time, the breathing should be deep, even and slow. Then expand your chest forward and pull your abdominal portion inward. आप प्रोसीड्यूर को इस तरह भी लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन ज़्यादा अच्छा होगा अगर आप इसे पैसिव में लिखें. वैसे इस तरह भी आप लिखिएगा तो आपका गलत नहीं होगा. पैसिव में ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव लगता है. Then its benefits of Vajrasana. It is helpful in improving concentration. It is helpful in curing dysentery, back pain and chest diseases. It enhances memory power. It alleviates the problems related to menstruation. It removes mental stress. It strengthens the pelvic muscles. It cures postural defects. It helps in reducing the hip fat. Next question is, what is a league tournament? Draw a picture of 6 teams using robin method. League tournament is also called round robin tournament, also called burger system. According to this tournament, each team plays with every other team once if it is a single league tournament. If it is a double league tournament, each team plays with every other team twice. In these types of tournaments, every team plays with every other team irrespective of victory or defeat. It provides maximum number of opportunities to the teams to display their best performance. In fact, there is no element of chance, and the real winner is picked up easily at the end. Then we have to draw fixtures of 6 teams. ये आपको बनाना बिल्कुल आना चाहिए. अगर आप लोगों को नहीं आता, इसमें कन्फ्यूज़न है, देन अ सेपरेट वीडियो विल बी अपलोडेड फॉर दिस. यहाँ पर आप आंसर देख लीजिए कैसे बना है. 6 टीम्स का फिक्सर बनाना है. देन टोटल नंबर ऑफ टीम 6 है. टोटल नंबर ऑफ मैचेस फॉर्मूला है n इंटू n-1/2. ओके, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ मैचेज हो गया है 6 इंटू 6-1/2, 6 इंटू 5/2, 30/2 इक्वल टू 15 मैचेज. मैचेज का फॉर्मूला होता है n इंटू n-1/2, वेयर n इज इक्वल टू टोटल नंबर ऑफ टीम्स. फिर नंबर ऑफ राउंड्स निकाल लीजिए, n-1, तो 5 राउंड्स एंड 15 मैचेज. देन राउंड रॉबिन मेथड से आपको फिक्चर बनाना है, तो राउंड 1, राउंड 2, राउंड 3, राउंड 4, राउंड 5 हो गया. 5 राउंड आया कैलकुलेशन से. देन आप यहाँ से बनाइए सारे से, देख लीजिए किस तरह से इसमें बना हुआ है. अगर आपको फिर भी इसमें कन्फ्यूज़न है, देन अ सेपरेट वीडियो विल बी अपलोडेड फॉर दिस फॉर ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ फिक्चर. ड्रा अ नॉकआउट टू फिक्चर ऑफ 21 टीम्स मेंशनिंग ऑल द स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व. फिर से इसमें आपको करना है इसमें टोटल नंबर ऑफ टीम्स 21 है. ठीक है, टोटल नंबर ऑफ टीम्स 21 दिया हुआ है. टीम्स इन अपर हाफ n+1/2. इट्स अ फॉर्मूला. आपको ये याद रहना चाहिए, किस तरह बनता है वो भी पता होना चाहिए. तो टीम्स इन अपर हाफ 11 आया. टीम्स इन लोअर हाफ n-1/2, तो 10 आया. नंबर ऑफ बाइस 32-21 हो गया. ठीक है, तो 11 आया. देन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बाइज इन अपर हाफ, तो NB-1/2, यानी जो भी नंबर ऑफ बाइज था -1/2, तो 11-1/2 5 बाइज. तो बाइज इन अपर हाफ 5 एंड बाइज इन लोअर हाफ 6. देन अब इसको फिक्चर आपको बनाना है, देख लीजिए किस तरह से बना हुआ है. अब नंबर ऑफ राउंड्स, कितना राउंड्स होगा तो वो भी आप निकाल सकते हैं. 31 है तो 2 का पावर 5 में आ रहा है ना, तो 5 हो जाएगा 5 राउंड. नंबर ऑफ मैचेस n-1, 20 मैचेस. ये आप लोग देख सकते हैं किस तरह से बना है. ये देखिए, अपर हाफ का पहले देख लीजिए, देन लोअर हाफ का देख लीजिए. Then next question, explain macronutrients and their role in our diet. Macronutrients, they constitute the majority of individuals' diet. Hence, it can be said that they are taken in large amounts. They supply energy and needed for growth and maintenance of the body. They include carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and water. Role of macronutrients in our diet. Carbohydrates helps in digestive operations in our body. Proteins form new tissues, repair the broken tissue, regulate water balance, etc. Fats keep us warm, protect our organs, helps in production of hormone, etc. Water regulates body temperature, transports nutrients, helps in excretion of waste products.
Next question. What do you mean by asthma? Explain the opposite benefit and contraindications of chakration. Asthma is a disease of lungs in which the airways become blocked or narrowed, causing difficulty in breathing. In asthma, the airways also swell up and produce extra mucus, usually triggers coughing, wheezing or whistling, and shortness of breath. It is such a disease that it can't be cured or treated, but its symptoms can be controlled. It can be allergic or non-allergic. It may be due to genetic factor. There are substances that cause allergies, allergens like irritants in the air, including smoke from cigarettes, sprays, perfumes, or scented soaps, etc. Chakrasan. Its procedure is, in this asana, the figure of the body becomes like a chakra. Therefore, this asana is called chakrasan. First of all, lie down on your back. Fix your hands firmly on the ground. Then raise the middle portion of your body upwards. Raise it as high
as possible so that your body is in semicircle position. Then keep your head downwards between your hands. In the beginning, keep this position for 1 minute, and then after some days, do it for 3 to 5 minutes. Its benefit is it cures back pain, it cures any pain in the kidneys, it is helpful in removing obesity, it prevents the problem of hernia, it stimulates pituitary and thyroid glands, it cures infertility, asthma, and osteoporosis, it gives relief from stress and reduces depression. Contraindications of chakrasana are: if you suffer from headache or high blood pressure, you should not perform this asana. Don't perform this asana in case of shoulder impairment. Do not perform this asana if you have tendonitis in the wrist. Individuals who suffer from serious spinal column ailments such as cervical and lumbar spondylitis should avoid this asana. Next question: how can physical activities be corrective measures for the common postural deformities? There are several deformities that give rise to abnormal curvature in the vertebral column or any other part of the body. These deformities are kyphosis, lordosis, scoliosis, round shoulders, knock knees, bow legs, flat foot. These deformities can be corrected with the help of various physical exercises and programs. For example, just as to correct kyphosis, firstly the person must make himself conscious while sitting, standing, or walking. Secondly, he must exercise regularly to stretch the shoulders back and rotate backward. The hump back may be improved by exercise. In case of lordosis, a few corrective exercises can be halasana, paschimottanasana, slowly stretching the body parts so that hollow back problem can be removed. Some exercises for strengthening abdomen must be done 4 to 5 days a week under experts' guidance. Next point is exercise for a flat foot. Walk on toes, picking up objects with toes, make alphabet in sand with toes, stretching of heels and toes downward. Flat foot may also be caused by wearing local footwear, therefore good quality shoes with arch must be worn. This is all about the sample paper of class 12 of physical education. You can prepare for your board exam by this. So, in order to get more sample paper like this, subscribe our channel, and that's all. Thank you.